podcasts, I listen to a lot of podcasts. Yani a lot. Yani a lot. There's a lot of content out there. And you know the beautiful thing about podcasts is podcasts done right are not interviews. That's why journalists aren't supposed to be doing podcasts, because they turn it into interviews. It's non-journalists who have really amazing podcasts most of the time, not all the time, most of the time. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu podcast is somebody choosing to put their time, effort, and money and resources to produce a piece of content that could be of value to somebody they will never ever meet in their lifetime. You know what I mean, eh?
Yeah.
And afu pia ukiangalia kwenye hizi engo ambazo the topics are serious. Like there's this guy I follow who talks about real estate. I'm interested in real estate. I'm particularly interested in real estate. Like, I know how to market it, I don't know how to sell it yet. So najifunza, kati ya vitu ambavyo najifunza sasa hivi. Na the way he talks about it in a way that you know that he's doing it, and he also hasn't got everything figured out. And that is very, very enriching. Right? Like, if you listen to it long enough, episode 1 and episode 42, 2 different personalities. He's also discovering himself. And so, yeah, I listen, I watch, I read when I can, as much as I can. But I mostly Google on YouTube.
Do you have any podcast that's your favorite on YouTube right now?
Right now, no. But I listen a lot to The Future. But I listen, I don't watch him. I listen to him a lot when I'm driving, when I'm taking a shower in the morning. I listen to The Future. It's written Futur, Future without the E. And I listen a lot to these guys when I talk 2 Bobs. 2 number 2, BOBS. I listen a lot to those guys almost every day. Yeah.
You said YouTube is like a university to you.
Yeah.
So that means you have been watching, learning a lot from YouTube.
Yeah.
But then a few years back, there has been a rise of this kind of people who are called the fake gurus.
Yeah.
You just go there and listen, and then you get overwhelmed with the information, which most of it is misleading. So how do you filter information on YouTube that you know, okay, this thing might be very helpful?
I don't know. I guess I search for very specific things, because most of the times I'm trying to learn a very specific thing or fix a very specific problem. I run an agency. We're consulting. We trade time for money. And one of the things, for instance, that I've also learned is we're not the most expensive, but we are far away from cheap. Tuko hapo katikati. And so, for instance, I had to learn, and I'm continuously learning, how to price appropriately, and also how to have the uncomfortable conversations around price. And so I Google very specific things. Price, how to have uncomfortable conversations about price. Yeah, and if go on a history of how I search, my search is on Google or YouTube or whatever are very specific. It's not price. It's like nimeamka asubuhi alafu tumbo linauma lakini najisikia kama search. Yeah.
You said you also do marketing. Mainly, you have a marketing agency.
Yeah.
So what kind of marketing do you do for your clients on a daily basis?
So we are primarily a strategic communications firm. What that means is, for us, strategy comes above everything else. So because when you know the answer to the why are we doing this? What problem are we trying to solve? For whom? In which way? How quickly? What does success look like? Once we have the answer to the why, we conceptualize and develop campaigns and marketing communication materials, and we launch. With regards to how we launch, it varies, right? It could be anything from social media to billboards, to radio ads, to animations, cartoons, comics, branding work, websites, applications. We're a full service marketing firm. Yeah. But we lean very, very heavily on our thinking.
Marketing is just a part, or like a department in a business.
Right.
How important is marketing for business?
It's the most important thing.
Okay.
In my opinion, marketing is the most important thing that you do that is seen. Everything else is important, but not as seen as the marketing that you do. And since you are in a business, and the business of business is business for business to happen, somebody needs to do the right kind of marketing so the sales guy can do a sale and close a deal and make some money.
So for the money that I make in a business, let's say, for the profit that I make as a marketer, what percent would you advise someone to allocate straight on marketing?
That's a really good question. So it really depends on the industry. It also depends if you're doing a service or a product. Most clients, we would recommend that they consider anywhere between 7 to 25%. So if you're in a very volatile business, like, I don't know, kitu gani kina watu wengi sana, sports betting,
Yeah.
you probably need to have invested a much higher percentage than if you are in a niche where your target audience is 1,000 people, Yeah.
There has been a rise of artificial intelligence, AI, recently. How do you incorporate that on doing marketing for people?
We're figuring it out. Yeah. AI is amazing. It's beautiful. You can't fight it, so embrace it or you will die. We're figuring it out, to be honest. We're figuring out where does AI come in and where does it not, and to what extent it comes in. So for instance, one of the things we're observing is the fact that kama huna akili, AI haikusaidii. Because hujui unachokitafuta, unaelewa yani ndio maana kwa mfano you could have two people who are making prompts on AI to solve the same problem, two people making prompts, and one of them comes up with an answer and the other one doesn't, or the other one comes up with a mediocre answer. You get? So kama una akili tu. So figuring that out, but also figuring out how to use AI for our own benefit. Because, for instance, some jobs, like, AI is very good with analysis. Yeah, when we do activities, we launch things, we want to be able to analyze, okay, what is the return on investment, what is the ROI, what is the return on ad spend, ROADS, na kadhalika. Na AI kazi ambayo ingechukua labda siku 4, siku 6, inachukua masaa 3 au mawili. Yeah, so it saves time, which makes us all more efficient, unajua, and you can do many other things within the same day. AI can do video, can do photography, like images na nini. So we're also figuring out, when do we use AI, when do we not use AI. We're figuring it out, but it's a beautiful thing and we're very much embracing it. Yeah.
What's the most effective way of marketing in 2024?
Know your why. Yeah. If you don't know why you're doing something, you are very, very lost. And if you're getting results, that's luck. You're not good at it. But when you're very specific with your why, magic happens.
Okay, because I asked you that question because last year we tried doing some marketing on TVs and radio. So we actually went to one of the top traditional medias here, and we didn't get any result. But when we came to social media, that's where we got the big results. So
Yeah.
do you think TV and traditional medias are dead?
No. Not for this market. Radio is still the most powerful thing, followed very closely by bulk SMS. Bro, you will not believe it. Hizi messages zinazotumwa ambazo zingia kwenye bulk SMS yako. Una smartphone, unaingia WhatsApp, lakini kuna watu wengi zaidi ambao hawaingii WhatsApp. Hizo messages zinasomwa na watu wanafanya vitu. So every channel can work. It just depends. Do you know how to use the channel? Are you communicating in the right way in that channel? So it's possible, for instance, if you run a campaign on a radio, na hiyo campaign haikuleta matokeo ambayo ulikuwa unayatarajia, labda tangazo lilikuwa baya. Au labda the timing of that tangazo lilikuwa baya. Labda presenters hawakuelewa zaidi brief na hawakuweza kuizungumzia vizuri kama umesponsor show. Unaelewa? Yani sidhani kwamba ni kweli social media is everything. It is a lot of things, but so are other things. Know your why, know your audience, know what you're doing. If you don't, get advice from people who do, so that you make informed decisions.
Let's say I want to market and sell a TV right now. How would you market it?
First